So, Blackburn through against Borough. Meanwhile, Doncaster Rovers from League One have been the giant killers in the Carling Cup this season with those dramatic wins against Manchester City and Aston Villa. Bellevue was buzzing again tonight, and this time the opponents were the Arsenal. A real chance to shine for the Doncaster players. All eyes, though, tonight on the Gunners manager Arsene Wenger. Jose's mate, of course. No ill will, it seemed, towards the Doncaster boss, Dave Penny, before kick-off at least. Commentary here from Peter Drury.
At the end of the shortest day, perhaps the biggest knockout night in the humble history of Doncaster Rovers. 10,500 are shoehorned in. This dear old ground in its farewell season is brimming over with the thrill of it all. Nor need these players fear the occasion. Almost all of them were on duty 3 weeks ago when Rovers utterly outplayed Aston Villa. On Saturday they completed a win double over League One leaders Swansea, since when James Coppinger has been restored to full health and he plays. And on a night which could end in penalties, who better to have on board than Michael McIndoe, who not only scored in the second round shootout against Manchester City, but has successfully converted 9 spot kicks in regular play this season. Arsenal haven't won or scored in 4 matches since beating Reading in the last round, so perhaps Arsene Wenger really feels that this is his best team. In amongst the crop of youngsters he's blooding in this competition, World Cup winner Gilberto and Alexander Hleb, for whom this is a first domestic cup tie in England. Well, they don't lack for confidence in this neck of the woods. There's a new airport just been opened nearby, and some of the pre-match talk in Doncaster has been of using it for the European campaign, which would follow their capture of the Carling Cup. Why oughtn't they to feel that way about themselves after the triumphs of the campaign so far, upon which they genuinely believe here they can build. As Roberts punts it forward, Senderos is beneath it, and it's Emmanuel Aboué away from right full back for Arsenal. Forward again to Heffernan. Held up by Siegel. Problems for Senderos. Doncaster Rovers with the game's first corner inside 35 seconds. Heffernan gets the goals. He and Lewis Guy have combined to terrific effect in recent times. 2 nippy little problematic strikers, and they're right in it from the start, and McIndoe's left foot will deliver. Away by Song, back in by McIndoe with whip and pace. He's the boy who from the spot is potentially lethal. Chairman John Ryan, to whom the town of Doncaster and certainly Doncaster Rovers Football Club owes so much. He has turned around this team. Made by McDade. Fenton gave it a thump. That's a good old League One ball being chased by Lewis Guy. Juru's back with him, and Almunia got there ahead of the would-be poacher. Gilberto. World Cup medal or no World Cup medal. Presented the ball back to Doncaster, whose throw it was with McDade, and it's nicked on now for McIndoe. Has scored sensationally inside 4 minutes. It's fantasy. They've only gone and done it again. Bring them on, whoever they are. This is Michael McIndoe's competition. And this is Michael McIndoe's goal. Squeezed away from Senderos and found the tiniest gap at the near post. Bring on City, bring on Villa, now bring on Arsenal. And dare to go ahead again. What an immaculate finish. And the makings of another extraordinary story. Penny for them. It just keeps happening. Fred, Song, Lupali. He's gone down, he's got nothing. He's incensed. The Italian gestures from Lupalin, my word, he may well have had a case. And here is Guy at the other end, onside for Doncaster Rovers. Lewis Guy, and it's come out to Thornton. That's a top save, and McIndoe can't follow it up. You have to say that's top-class goalkeeping from Almunia, without which Doncaster Rovers would carry a 2-goal lead in at half-time. Moments prior to this, they might easily have been facing a penalty. But Guy teed it up for Thornton, who was denied by the excellence of the Spaniard in Arsenal's goal. Brave and adept and timely from Almunia. Arsene Wenger is still disgruntled with officialdom. Mark Clattenburg continues to explain. Whilst Sean Thornton takes the set piece. Here it's over. They keep going at it. It's Heffernan this time. Not a happy man. His side might easily have had a penalty, and in truth there was plenty going on all over Arturo Lupoli. But it's academic. Do not adjust your set. This is really happening. It is Doncaster Rovers. It's the Carling Cup. Of course it's happening. Because of him, he's trying to see the funny side, but there isn't too much to amuse Arsene Wenger as he waits for Phil Dowd to make his way off. It's a friendly, civilised word, one that will end, as this week should, in a handshake. But it doesn't affect the half-time score. Doncaster Rovers 1, Arsenal 0. Where visitors fear to tread. Doncaster Rovers have won their last 5 home games coming into this. Against Blackpool and Bournemouth, Bristol City, Aston Villa and their league leaders Swansea just this last weekend. Arsenal, 7 hours and 10 minutes playing time without a goal, have to score one in the next 45 minutes. One and then another one. It's nice from Aboué. And Lupoli. And Bentner. Lifted away by Mackinder. Gilberto. Bentner. It's Quincy. Song. In by Siegel. Asked a question or two. Communication at the back for Doncaster wasn't the clearest, and Mackinder took the safest option, which was to surrender a fairly meek corner, for which Alexander Kleb prepares. Fed to the near post. Away by a plunging Ravenhill. Again by Kleb, and on by Bentner, and hit by Lupoli. Now that was good. That was really good from Arsenal. Young Dane did very well to get above his centre-half and give it the eyebrows. And Butch, one of 4 different goalkeepers who performed for Doncaster this season. Andy Warrington began in goal, but was hurt that famous night against Manchester City. Here is Mackinder, who scored that night and has scored this night, and wants to take on Aboué, and plays it back for Thornton to try one off. What a strike and a fine save as well, Mackinder. And this time away by Juru. And then Kleb turns out of trouble. Sean Thornton gave this plenty. Shaped his body brilliantly and required athleticism of the goalkeeper. Quincy. Out came Coppinger, and then Heffernan, and then Coppinger, and now Heffernan onside with Guy alongside him. It's Paul Heffernan! And Guy! Oh, brilliant save! What a double stop from Manuel Almunia, without whom Arsenal now would have gone under. Good first save from Almunia, terrific recovery to pull off the second. At this point, he was rank outside of the Spanish keeper, but he got up, got big, and kept Arsenal from going 2 behind. Siegel. Gilberto. Song. Touch from Lupoli. And Song. And Lupoli. Forced wide for Quincy. Kleb. Quincy, quick feet, fizzing shot, deflection, equalizer. from Quincy Owusu-Abbey. It cannoned off Sean Thornton, and it has brought about a vast degree of relief for the Arsenal players whose reputation was jeopardised here for so long. It took a massive chunk of luck for Quincy when he struck the shot with ferocity. Roberto, Siegel. Seb let it roll. And Seb hit it! Another deflection, and Butch got a hand on it and recovered brilliantly. Excellent reaction from the goalkeeper. Splendid improvisation. That big hand and those two big hands kept Rovers from going behind. Lupoli. Senderos. Lupoli. Lupoli! Oh, that's close. That is close. And what a high-quality move it was. Slick passing, involving, of all people, Arsenal's giant centre-half, Philip Senderos, and then the toe poke from Lupoli. There's going to be more. They've been here before. Dave Petty must organise half an hour's overtime now for Doncaster Rovers, who don't seem, this Carling Cup season, to be in favour of making anyone's life easy. Senderos. Eboué. Oh, what a block that is! And the second shot is blocked on the line from Bentner. Doncaster Rovers are hanging on by a thread here. Arsene Wenger waits and wonders whether this horrid patch that his club are going through is going to come to an end inside the next 20-25 minutes or so. McDade's throw. Heffernan. Makindo. Can he find some quality from the byline? Terrible if it's in! It's in extraordinarily from Green! What a dreadful mess from Arsenal! But while they stumbled, he pounced, and the roof came off Bellevue! Senderos has nowhere to hide! Green stayed wide awake. Makindo provided the cross that caused the panic. Senderos stood in Almunia's way. Green said, thank you, I'll have that, I'll have a headline, I'll take Doncaster potentially into the semi-final. Where did Philip Senderos think that was going to go? Paul Green knew. What did the manager think? There's what he thought. Can this happen? Can this happen? You know it can happen. He won't sit down again for a while now. He might want to disappear. Oh, Song got into trouble. Oh, what a strike and what a very fine save. Heffernan denied by Almunia. Heffernan hit it heftily. It was the last hit of the first period of extra time after Song ran himself into trouble, and Almunia, not for the first time on the night, has spared Arsenal's blushes. Chairman looks a little more animated now. Close your eyes, dream, think what might be. Manchester United will be another name in the draw, another potential full house, another big fat cheque and another chance at glory. Siegel down the line. Bentner turning. Larson. Eboué. Onside. Emmanuel Eboué over the bar. It isn't his regular habitat, the opposition penalty area. Emmanuel Eboué pushed forward from fullback now onto the right side of midfield and driving it the wrong side from his point of view of Jan But's near post. They're about to launch into a new planet. Don't you stand there and tell them to keep feet on the ground, to calm down. Yours is a heart that must be beating so fast. Arsenal, under Arsene Wenger, have never been beaten by a team from a lower division until 5 seconds to play of regulation time in extra time. They're nearly there. Just by keeping possession, Heffernan can win it here. 1 minute to add on. 2 minutes to add on. On by Bentner. Here goes Aboué. One last Arsenal thrust. Emmanuel Aboué. Gilberto! Heartbreaker! Heartbreaker! 120 minutes and 25 seconds. Gilberto, winner of a World Cup, keeps Arsenal in the Carling Cup, and you could cry for these boys. That is just extraordinary. To say it saves Arsenal's blushes is to understate, and to fail to do justice to the drama and the trauma of the moment. Gilberto's finish may have finished the brave efforts of Doncaster Rovers, who are now staring down the barrel of another penalty shootout. Oh, the chairman. That will take some swallowing. Oh, are you sitting comfortably? I doubt it somehow. Extra time, stoppage time, seconds remaining, everyone forward for Doncaster Rovers, free kick, wide. From Green, whose goal was seconds away from being the heroic winner. That's how close they were. That's how close they were, and this is how close they are. For the second time in this year's competition, Dave Penny's gallant Doncaster Rovers have to find penalty takers. It's gone to a shootout, courtesy of Gilberto. And why wouldn't there be tears? This is no way to spend Christmas week. For the Doncaster Rovers goalkeeper, Jan Butz, déjà vu. The man who, on debut, was the hero of a penalty shootout against Manchester City, now faces Gilberto, Arsenal's game saver, in Arsenal's first shootout since the FA Cup final, when they scored the lot. The skipper scores. And an example is set. 5 out of 5 in Cardiff in May. You knew who would step up first for Doncaster Rovers. He scored his against Manchester City. He has scored 9 penalties in regular play this season. He opened the scoring a lifetime ago in this tie. He is Michael McIndoe. He just does not miss. No one locates the bottom corner with such security as Michael McIndoe. Doncaster Rovers fans seem to have selected Pascal Siegel as the villain of the piece. He has a chance to put Arsenal back in front. One of the senior pros in a young Arsenal side. And right down the middle. And the pressure is retransferred. It almost hurts. Roberts. Oh, against the post. Against the post. From Neil Roberts. And Arsenal, for the first time on the night, have an advantage. So close to being the perfect penalty. But a miss is as good as a mile. That's how it feels now to be a Rovers fan. It's the Swede Larsson. That's a very good stop kick from a young man going through new experiences, undergoing a new type of pressure. Very, very cool. Dave Petty's top scorer this season is Paul Heffernan. We've come to applaud him in front of goal. Steps up now and is denied by Almunia. And Arsenal are very nearly there. Courtesy of Manuel Almunia, who excelled during the course of the game and indeed extra time. Arsenal are now within one successful spot kick of reaching the semi-finals, and all of Doncaster Rovers' heroics will count for naught. If Alexander Hleb is successful from the spot, then Doncaster's dramatic evening will finish traumatically. But Butts has denied him, and the drama goes on. I'm not going to bed, Mum. There's more. The pressure is very much on here for Paul Green, who, should he miss, would send Arsenal through. And Almunia saves, and Arsenal do go through. And whilst applauding the heroics of their Spanish goalkeeper and enjoying the relief of those in yellow, one ends the evening feeling profound sympathy for a Doncaster Rovers side who took Premiership opposition to the very edge, to the absolute wire, to extra time, to the very end of extra time, and then broke their hearts. The youngsters are in tears, the players can barely put one foot in front of another, but they will come in time to cherish these memories. Memories of seeing off Manchester City in another penalty shootout, of outclassing Aston Villa, and then of going all the way with Arsenal, who nevertheless reached their 11th League Cup semi-final, where they will join Manchester United in the draw. It finishes at a broken-hearted Bellevue. Doncaster Rovers 2, Arsenal 2. Arsenal go through on penalties. We have the draw, we have reaction, and we have analysis, all to come after this break. The skipper scores. He just does not miss. Right down the middle. Roberts. Oh, against the post. It's a very good stop kick. And Arsenal are very nearly there. And the drama goes on. Almunia saves, and Arsenal go through.
Well, the semi-final draw was made after that rather cruel exit for Doncaster. Arsenal, as you can see, play Wigan over 2 legs in January, starting at the JJB, while Blackburn take on Manchester United, and the first leg of that tie is at Ewood Park.
What an adventure you've had.
Well, I mean, the players have been fantastic, and to play like that against a world-class side like Arsenal, you know, they've got a World Cup winner playing in that team, and to think we got to within a minute, if you like, of knocking them out, we're getting the semi-final of a major competition in England's been a fantastic journey for us, yeah.
I feel that Doncaster is a great side. They played very well, but it was a tough cup game against a young Arsenal team. And it became even younger because we lost Van Persie and Quincy, and that we finished very young up front. But it was a good learning process, and we have shown the right spirit against a very good Doncaster side.
A young team, but on the pitch they respond very well. You know, they are great players. Of course, they have a lot to improve, a lot to grow. But in this game they show a big character. And in the future, they will be great players for the club, you know.
We felt we deserved a little bit more out of the football match, but let's not get too down about it. They got some international stars on their side, some World Cup winners as well. Most of our boys are still learning their trade, and on merit, I think we deserved a little bit more tonight.
Are you not down? You must be.
I am, yeah, because I thought we were through. But like I say, 30 seconds, a minute to go, and they're going to knock out one of the best teams in the world. And but, you know, there's some good players today: Gilberto, Van Persie, Segan, and Senderos. They're all quality players, and to get as close as we did, then I'm obviously delighted, and delighted for the players who were magnificent.
And so he should be. Of course, absolute credit to Doncaster. It's heartbreaking from their point of view to see them go out like that. But
you just couldn't believe it. You really could. To think that 2.5 years ago they were in the conference, you know,
amazing.
And already in the tournament they've knocked out Man City and Pens and gave Villa probably a bit of a going over.
Yeah.
It's a remarkable achievement, you know, what they have, and really 30 seconds away from making the semi-finals.
And really, right at the start, perfect start from your countryman, Michael Mackinder.
Brilliant. It was an ideal start. A brilliant flick in there from Heffernan. I don't think Senderos and Almunia do themselves justice there. It's a good touch. Senderos should be blocking it, and I don't really think it goes underneath the goalkeeper's arms. Having said that, McIndoe takes it very, very well.
Yeah.
And a perfect start for Doncaster. I bet they couldn't believe it at that point.
Now, just before what turned out to be the equaliser from Quincy, which was fortuitous enough,
Yes.
they went very close to going 2-0 ahead, and that just might have made it much
Well, I've
harder
already
for
said the
Arsenal.
goalkeeper probably didn't cover himself in glory with the goal there. He was brilliant, and he was the man of the match throughout. Again, a great double save coming up here from Heffernan. That's a comfortable save, but it gets up from Guy. That's magic. It really is. And effectively, he kept him in it at that point, because Doncaster had 1 or 2 chances, and he would say...
What, 2 minutes later?
Well, Quincy's goal. He's dead lucky there. Deflection off Thornton. There you see it there. The goalkeeper's absolutely no chance. No chance at all.
Now, if you can score 2 early in extra time, and that's what Doncaster did, really, didn't they? They got their noses in front again.
And it was a brilliant goal.
It was.
And it was one of the
Although
passes.
not if you're Philippe Senderos.
That pass there from, I think it was Ravenhill, was magic. I don't know what Senderos is doing here. I really don't have a clue what he's doing. And to be fair to Green, he gets in there and takes his chance.
Yeah.
And I think the ball's effectively kicked off him into the back of the net. But really poor defending from Senderos. But a great move again down the left-hand side from Doncaster.
Now, they mentioned quite rightly afterwards that they had a World Cup winner to play against in Gilberto. Yeah. And just in the last minute of extra time, he kind of shows why he's such a special player.
Here we see him. This is where he starts his run there. He's highlighted there. You can see him in the circle. Bowie makes a fantastic run. Look at the pace there. I think Doncaster feeling very, very tired. Ball comes to Gilberto. Now, that's a difficult ball to take, Matt. I have to tell you, it's coming back on him. All he's doing there is leaning back and trying to hit the target. And that's exactly what he does. And he gets his little bit of luck by wrong foot in the goalkeeper boots, and the ball's in the back of the net. You have to say it was a great goal. Started his run some 20, 30 yards inside his own half. And it was interesting to hear them talk about it after the game, playing against a World Cup winner. That's why he's a World Cup winner.
Yeah. Now, Mackinder apart, who's a penalty specialist, they kind of let themselves down perhaps a little bit, the penalties. I wonder, because they conceded so late, had the heart gone out of them a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, that's a little bit unlucky, has to be said. I mean, that's a reasonably struck one. This was a poor one, but it's a shame, because I thought Heffernan had a great game, but that was a poor penalty. And as I said, the man of the match, probably, again, what a wonderful save that is from Green. It really is a terrific save. And of course, Arsenal were through, but I mean, Doncaster, it is all about Doncaster. Yeah. I know Arsenal had a young side out, but I mean, it's been a great success story of the tournament so far.
It has. I think, as Peter Drury says, when they look back on it with a few days, they can give themselves all the credit.
Make no mistake about it just now. I can't believe how well the manager, Dick Penny, was taking it there, because they'll be really gutted, devastated, but they should be very proud.